Hi guys and happy Monday. Welcome back to my channel. As you know, I am Miss Psychic D, here to offer everybody who comes and watches this video some mass conscious collective guidance from Spirit themselves. I hope you all had an amazing weekend and that you are feeling in the best possible version of self that you are or can be. At the end of this week, I will be announcing all the winners to my giveaways. Those who comment on my videos on YouTube, you will go into the draw to win a free psychic reading with me. Those who comment or leave likes or invest energy on my Facebook page, I will put you into a hat as well, and we'll be drawing out one winner for a free psychic reading with me. And anyone who has actually booked a reading with me or booked a service with me, I'll be putting your names into a hat, and we will be drawing a winner, and you will win a reading with me as well. So that's 3 readings I'm giving away at the end of this week. I am also launching my October Selfcare challenge in the next day or two. So if you would like to be part of that, please keep an eye out on my Facebook page or my Instagram page. I think it's time that we start building ourselves up and pre-paving our way into next year, because we are coming up to October. 3 months left of this year. Holy dooly. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. If you would like to participate in the 30-day self-care challenge, I'll explain more about it on my Facebook page in the next day or so. But if that's something that you are interested in, then yeah, keep your peepers over there. But without further ado, I am here to offer the mass conscious collective guidance. That's anybody who is going to watch this video, some spirit-led guidance. What do they want us to know right now? What would they like us to focus on? What psychic prediction can we expect from this moment forth? Remember, this information is very general, so it's not going to fit everybody. I do lives on my Facebook page every Thursday night as well. So if you haven't already, you can go over and like my page, and I offer this same reading. There may be a message in there for you that may suit you better. But for today, I'm going to ask Spirit to use all my senses safely, securely, and full protection to offer us as a community something that we need to know from this moment forth. I feel like a lot of burdens are going to be dropped from this moment forth for people. I know I had a bit of a rough week myself last week. So half of it was self-inflicted, but I think half of it was provoked by the full moon. So I just feel like while I'm shuffling these Moonology cards that the burdens are going to be released, or you've been asked to release the burdens in some way. But we'll see what more comes out of that. Yeah, look at that. The answers that we need are coming. Something's going to be illuminated. Something's going to come into our own awareness. I feel like some of you are actually going to learn something new about yourself, or you are learning a lesson, and you're going to start applying that lesson and start doing something bigger, better, bolder for yourself. I feel like that's one way to release a burden. If you've been holding on to people, places, things, or thoughts that actually no longer serve you, that's what I feel like is happening. So if you are looking for answers at the moment, please know that they are coming. They can come in the form of an actual person providing you with an answer or a solution to something that you may be going through, or it may be something that just is divinely delivered. The Spirit may contact you in some way through signs and synchronicities to release some sort of burden that's happening in your life. They're telling me dream state, so they may be tapping into your dream state, so you may be getting a lot of messages through your dreams. 9 times out of 10, it's not people who don't practice this on the daily and are very mindful of where their energy goes and their focus goes and all that sort of stuff. It's not until they sort of go to sleep where they release that sort of resistance. So it's easy for Spirit to connect with you then. So be mindful of that coming up. We do have it's time to take action. So some of you are going to, they just said full blaze ahead. I feel like some of you are going to start dropping these burdens, and when you do, you're going to forge ahead in something. They told me projects and plans. So I do hope that you are creating the life that you desire. I've got a feeling more so with this for me is the fact that when I first thought, you know what, we should do this self-care challenge where we can at least incorporate one self-care practice per day for 30 days just to get a new momentum going. I feel like this is a prelude for us to build a new momentum going into next year. That's very law of attraction-y. It is about creating the life that you desire. But I feel like that's it's time to sort of sort out anything that's you feel is a burden in your life right now. Spirit are helping you with that. Sometimes it takes action. it's nice to stay in that elusive sort of daydream state where you would like to be thinner, you would like to be healthier, you would like to be fitter, you would like to be in that nice new relationship, you would like to change jobs, all that sort of stuff. But it's actually the thought and the idea and the feeling that that gives you that you're addicted to that can become a burden because there's no action being taken on that. So you will know if that sits with you. But they're telling me the veils are very thin at the moment. So a lot of you are, like I say, dropping the burdens, dropping the walls, lifting a veil, becoming your true self. Spirit are helping you do that. They keep telling me new earth, new earth. There's a new way of being. The energy has shifted on this planet. Pretty deep, I know, but there's something happening. And the new ways of doing things are going to come into play very soon. So if you're burdened, you're going to resist that. But if you're ready to take some action and start getting that momentum rolling, they want me to refer back to getting the ball rolling video that's posted. I don't know how long ago it was, but there's something about getting the ball rolling. You may want to watch that video because I feel like it's correlating with this very much as well. So yeah, so it's time to release negativity. Once again, these are the burdens, the troubles, the worries, the concerns. Learn about the law of attraction, know how it works for you. I do feel like whatever people are releasing, you will go through a stage or a period of mourning, so to speak, because you've held on to this. Even though you know it no longer serves you, it is something that you need to release. So it's time to release negativity, anything that no longer serves serves your purpose, nothing that adds value, people, places, things, thoughts. We're talking about a holistic level here. Do a bit of a self-diagnosis and understand what's serving your purpose, what's not. I think if you guys choose to tap into this self-care challenge, a lot will be exposed of that. I just feel like the more that you take action and you actually apply practices and principles and strategies that actually serve your purpose, that's all you need to do right now, just doing something like that. Because I notice I've been reading for a lot of people who are wonderful releasers. They'll release a thought, a person, a place, a thing, a commitment or anything. They'll release it, but they don't replace it with something, and that's when they feel stuck. So please know that the answers you need are coming. It is time that you take a little bit of action behind your ideas, whatever this is. That's the best way to release negativity, is to replace it with something more positive. Absolutely. Intuition kicking off, all right. You and your loved ones are safe. So in these uncertain times, please know that you keep the faith and trust that the divine, there's something bigger, greater happening at the moment. I just feel like a softness is coming. The burden feels really heavy, and so they're telling me about burdening of worldly concerns. Like a lot of you are burdening yourself with worldly concerns. The only thing that you need to burden yourself with, which probably a really bad thing to say, but the only thing you want to burden with yourself is, how am I going to change? How am I going to adapt to my surroundings? What am I going to release that no longer serves me and replace it with something does? It comes up in all the mass conscious readings because I read for obviously everybody who comes and leaves an imprint on my platforms, but there's still a little bit of cleaning up work to do. Please don't fear. I feel like we are heading into a much more softer, this came up last week too, a softer, peaceful passage in time. We do have confidence as the key to your success, so continue to work on your confidence. Go and check out my YouTube video from last week because they went all on about stepping into your confidence, knowing that you can do, have it all in this life, not allowing external influences. But I think the biggest message they're getting at the moment is to really try not to get lost in the daydream and the illusion and going and visualization. It's really good to visualize what you want, obviously, because you need to tap into the feeling space of what you want before it actually arrives in your physical space, but just don't get stuck there. Sometimes that can be a burden because sometimes we want it so bad, but our 3D self is looking at the absence of it and it's creating a blockage. It's creating some form of resistance. It makes us feel like we're not achieving anything. It makes us feel like we're not moving forward. That's what they're really highlighting for me at the moment with these cards. So time to get the ball rolling a little bit. Obviously, you'll need a little bit of confidence to make this happen, but I've got a feeling if it's not happening for you now, it's definitely going to be happening for you in the next couple of weeks. Your dreams need a practical plan. There you go. So I can't implore you enough. I'll put the links. I just check out my Facebook page when I release this self-care challenge because at the end of the day, if you don't look after yourself first and fill your own cup up and start giving from the overflow of your cup instead of giving from an empty bucket, so to speak, there's no way that you're going to feel confident enough to get the ball rolling and to take action on anything. So please come over and join that high vibe community. I hope a lot of you will join, but please know that your dreams need a practical plan. You need to set something up for yourself, create some sort of change, plan, strategy, daily practices. Daily practices, they keep saying, if you join my group, I will offer you some of the daily practices that you can choose and select from that will suit you better. Like I say, there's 101 ways to skin a cat. There's so many ways of doing things, and you can go through a list that I'm going to provide, and you can pick out something that you know that is achievable or attainable for you. That will help you release the burden. Most definitely, it'll help you release the negativity, and you'll be around more fired up, amped up people. Please know you are safe. They're very pulling me strongly to that. So if you've got any worries or concerns about family, friends, all that sort of stuff, please know that everyone is safe, and obviously confidence is the key to your success. So the conclusions are within reach. So as Spirit wants you to know that the answers you need are coming, whether it's going to come in the form of an opportunity, a specific person, someone who just gives you your light bulb moment, so to speak, conversations they were just saying, and know that conclusions are within reach. So we are going to enter a different time. October 16th onwards is still being highlighted for me. Said that last week as well. But you definitely need a plan of some sort. So if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, as they say. So get on top of that. At least if you can just spend the next week or so until the next reading, or until next Thursday, or this Thursday on my Facebook page. Think of a goal or a dream or a desire that you would like to manifest. And I would love to help you prepare your energy for this, help you set a new momentum for yourself, possibly through the Self-Care Challenge. So next year, because I've been getting this a lot for myself and for individuals I've been reading for, that next year is more... so just told me collaborative. Next year is going to be more collaborative. It's kind of like I'm going to build my momentum up. So I'm in an environment and around people and places and things and that are conducive to my own personal development. So don't put too much stress on yourself if you're not seeing it right now. Maybe we're just not meant to. That's because we are in between worlds. We are still in this transition period. The speed and the pace that this is going to be different for everybody because it depends on how much time, effort and energy you're putting into it. So those who are are being very constructive, staying as high vibe. They told me it's time to sit on the fence too. Sit on the fence about a few things. I've got a feeling that you're going to come into this new transition. They told me January, February with this card. I feel like we'll feel the shifts around October, the end of October, November. But I feel like more so the physical receiving of what we're asking for, should we create a plan and do a lot of self-care and keep our eye on the prize and do all that sort of stuff. Because they're telling me that a lot of people need to refine their energy. Their energy is too scattered. That's why sometimes as a reader, it's hard for me to know where to start because it feels like you're being pulled in 14 different directions. So if this is you, it's really time to start soothing yourself through self-care practices. But please know, once again, the conclusions are with reach and the answers we need are coming. It's going to come to you as an individual in your own individual way. That one just literally want to fly out. Look at that, new life. See, I knew it. It's about creating the new life that you want for yourself. What does it look like? Who's involved in it? What does it smell like? How does it feel to you most predominantly? What does your new life feel like for you? We need to start going there in our positive feeling space so we can attract it into our experience more quicker. But don't worry because we are in between worlds. So if you're not seeing that right now, nothing's going wrong. It's coming. It's within reach. A lot of you probably can smell, taste it, know it. You may be starting to experience it. I hope you are. But please know that it's like a new you. It's like a new you that's coming in. Or they just told me craving. So I think some of you are watching this craving to be a newer, bigger, better, advanced version of yourself. But at the end of the day, guys, if you don't create a plan and you don't commit to this as a lifestyle and you don't do anything, so to speak, you don't try to lift the burdens or do more positive things, then, you know, you may stick in that round and round energy. Oh, beautiful. We've got soulmate energy. So a lot of you are going to attract a soulmate energy into your life. they're saying singles. So I feel like this is the singles that are calling out for love. I feel like you do have a soulmate coming in that's going to really feather your nest, so to speak, and you're going to feather yours. Remember that all relationships, regardless, should be very much reciprocal. So if you are in a relationship right now and it's not quite so, you may need to make some adjustments in that area. I got a feeling that this is also in friendships as well. So a lot of you may be connecting with real soul groups, your tribe, all that sort of stuff. Don't like using those words, but people relate to it. But I just feel like there's a coming together. It's a real community kind of feel. They're telling me like attracts like. So if you want to attract a certain person or a group of people or anything like that into your life, it's really important that you make the necessary changes within yourself to be that person. Like will always attract like. No one will ever be perfect. There's always going to be contrast, but the contrast is the perfect place to sort of really understand what's next for you, because if you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. And you're going to do that for the rest of your life. So we do have there's no place like home. So I do feel like there is going to be a shift in people's home sectors. So if you are currently, they just told me where you are. So where you are, have a look around your home. Do you need to declutter? Do you need to cleanse it? They're bringing in flowers and they're bringing in green plants and they're bringing in more holistic healing. So getting rid of the chemicals and make it a more organic household, that sort of stuff. It's funny because I've been working on this myself over the weekend. So there's just some shifts that need to be made within the home front. They said you'll know what it is for you because everyone's home life is going to be different. But if you are part of the majority that are wanting it or needing a new home, please know that it is coming in. And I really do get a feeling that I'm going to feel really emotionally stable in this new home. So you either have to create this in your already existing home, and we say do that anyway because you want to feel as good as you want to feel good wherever you are. But just don't think that if you change places, sometimes changing places just changes the problem. So, and you always take you with you. So it always got to start with self. But if you do feel like you need to raise the vibe in your home, please find ways to do that. Whether it's a smudging, whether it's opening up all your windows and just allowing the circulation of air to come through, especially the decluttering, anything of that nature. Let's show me very big Feng Shui vibes here. Absolutely. Wow. Look at that. We've got, once again, this is that unexpected communication coming in. Message in a bottle. I've got a feeling this is more intuitive messages. I feel like a lot of you, if you're not experiencing this already, because they're telling me the word freaky, freak out. I'm freaking out. I'm getting little words that pop in my head, or I'm getting a funny emotion, or strange shit's happening around me. I don't know. That's how I feel. I feel like this is Spirit's way of communicating with you, but the majority of you are probably freaking out. You're questioning it too much. I don't know, you're trying to analyze things. I'm not sure what this is, but please know that is Spirit. It is your loved ones, especially if they're trying to touch you physically. I feel like a lot of people, they're playing with my hair at the moment, so they're playing. I actually had an incident this morning where my niece's dog, she doesn't bark or growl or do anything, and she was facing my room in the corner where my brother's picture is, and she was literally growling, and I took a video of it. But she was growling and she was like at a stance, like something's there, and she's never done that before. So I only share that as a real life example, is that if you start experiencing some weird shit, please know that is Spirit. You get an early heads up that is Spirit. They're trying to give you signs and symbols. They're saying we're more than just feathers and coins and stuff like that. So yeah, they're showing me TV flickers like they did in Poltergeist and stuff like that. So they may start messing with your electronics and stuff like that. I know that that's part of Mercury retrograde sort of energy anyway, but they're trying to send you a message. They really want to enforce that. They're trying to send a message through means that will get your attention, and it's going to be different for everybody. So please know that. Yeah, we've got the breathe card. So make sure you take time out to regroup, recalibrate, regather, reinvent yourself, because we do have this new life coming, but it needs a plan. Got to plan it. Got to plan it in some way. You know, you can Google it if you want. You can jump on Google and go, how do I plan a new life for myself? If you seriously don't know where to start, or you can just get a reading, because I help people move from where they currently are to where they want to be. So you can get a reading or something, even if it's not by me, it's by somebody else. Just try and find a way that you can find a new way of doing things so you can step out of the illusion and the daydream and just the visualization of it all. Yes, that's a great place to start because it gets you into expectancy mode and makes you feel good, but you got to follow it by inspired action, not have to action, not like, oh, I've got to go do this and do that and that hard work, so to speak. It's about being inspired to take action at the moment. It feels good. I mean, I did that the other day. Like I did my ironing, and I hate ironing, like absolutely hate it. But because I've created a plan for my life at the moment as part of this self-care challenge and stuff like that, I was inspired to do my ironing because that was just my next best logical step of cleaning up my space and making sure that I have nice, neat, tidy clothes and that to wear. So that's another real life example that I can give you with what the momentum they're trying to portray here. Absolutely. And we've got TikTok. So something's going to happen hard and fast. Time is still on our side. Time is of the essence, so to speak. But Spirit just wants you to more so to be mindful about where you spend your time, who you spend your time with. What are you doing with your time? That's going to be very important, absolutely. They just told me the word, you're going to be given the gift of time. So I feel like when you drop this burden, your time-space reality is going to open up so much and you're going to start getting all these karmic rewards in. It's going to be different for everybody, but that's how I see it happening. It is going to feel like you've got a new life, but you've created this new life. Right now we're in between worlds, but we need to know that conclusions are within reach and the answers we need are coming. We just need to breathe. We need to focus on ourselves, love ourselves, do some self-care, especially listen out for the signs and synchronicities from Spirit because they are trying to manhandle us right now. They're showing us physical stuff. It's not just finding a feather or a coin or seeing consecutive numbers. It's beyond that. It's beyond that veil, so to speak. It is those creepy, I know that's human terms, but it is those creepy, unexplainable, like they keep wanting to feel me, feel me, Spirit. Like they keep wanting to touch me and stuff, or you will see them, or they'll come as a flash of light, or you'll start seeing orbs in pictures. They're going to do something for everybody to let them know that they're close. So if you are a very intuitive person, I would really find ways to ground yourself from this moment forth, because when this happens, I feel like I'm getting anxiety, but as an empath, that's just the overwhelm of emotion that I feel like it's going to come in. So just be mindful of that. Let's get into some tarots. Yeah, here comes that new beginning, Page of Wands. You are going to get the gusto to start something new, to move forward. Spirit is saying that we are going to come out of this between worlds energy and the grass is going to be green on the other side for us. We just need to get the ball rolling, but make sure it's through inspired action, not through hard work action, so to speak. Most definitely we are coming out. There's that house. This is a big ticket item for me. Nine of Wands. Like I said, I don't read the tarot card meetings. I'm reading the timeline that they're giving me. But I feel like we are currently in this sort of a bit of a dishwasher, washing machine kind of energy. It's like I'm back and forth. I'm doing it myself. So I like getting these sort of messages because it doesn't make me feel like I'm creating this for myself. It's just part of this releasing and replacing. Self-care, once again, I keep saying it, but I feel like a lot of you, your ships are going to come into port. I feel like a lot of you are going to get victory in something. If you want to move house, you're going to be victorious. If you want to move in with a partner, they just said, I feel like a lot of you may move in with a partner as well. It just feels like I'm taking my next best logical step, given where I am. If I'm single, I may attract a mate, a soulmate. If I want to shift work, I will shift work. I'll be doing something that is in alignment and conducive to me. If I want to move house or buy a house, that's possible as well. I'm taking my next best logical step, but it's got to be through inspired action, not through have to action or I've got to do this to get that. That is the hard man's way of working. So I'll go back to that. If you're visualizing this, knowing this to be true, expectant, all that sort of stuff, please keep going with that, but start doing some inspired action, your next best logical step. Yeah, some of you do need help with your choices. You know, I love this card in respect that if I just ground myself, that I will understand that I've got so many options and opportunities laying before me, but which way am I going to go? Always go with what feels best. It doesn't mean that it's going to be forever, but it's your next best logical step. Spirit are really guiding you at the moment. I just think I just saw an orb go in front of that card. So please know that if you're feeling really misdirected and you're really stuck and you don't want to do, get some help from somewhere, get some support, get a reading, read books, Google it, Google the exact question that you're asking yourself. Just do something, because the conclusions you want are within reach regardless. We just don't want you to go there kicking and screaming. We would like it to be more of a transitional sort of nudging, merging, urging sort of stuff, because for the rest of this year, it is about us filling up our own cups, looking after self first. If you do get to co-create with somebody or do something different that helps to that, awesome. Absolutely awesome. But if you don't feel like anything's going wrong. It's just about you coming back into alignment with yourself, unveiling your own truths, getting serious about the matter, knowing that you deserve better, all that sort of stuff, because it's coming in anyway. There's definitely a balancing of the energy. If you are very masculine by nature, so you're very leader and very boss-like, so to speak, you may be asked to soften your energy and become a little bit more nurturing, a little bit more forgiving, a little bit more mothering and all that sort of nature. Or if you're very mothering, all those things, mothering, caring, feather nestering sort of person or whatever, you're being asked to step up into your masculine a little bit, take a little bit more control back, stand up in your power. Yeah, that kind of thing. But there's definitely a balance of energy that needs to come into play. I feel like that's the part of that release the negativity card. It's not a negative thing, but it's not serving your purpose. That's what I would like to really highlight. These aren't negative things, so to speak, but they're not serving your purpose, and that's what we want to help transmute for you. But definitely take some time out, money from ideas, baby. Oh yeah, create a plan, whether this is a business plan, a business plan, a life plan, a soul plan, whatever you want to plan, now's the time to do it, because it's going to bring you in the fruits. You're going to receive the fruits from your labor, regardless of whether this is just you feeling good, looking good, smelling good, feeling better, more confident. Beauty, start there. That's awesome. Some of you may be putting your business ideas out there as well. It's going to come, money's going to come from that. Abundance is going to come from that. Support. If you are struggling to step into your leadership type role right now, please find help in doing that. You may need a mentor or a coach yourself just to help guide you to until your confidence builds up a little bit. But yeah, win-win. Here we go. Knight of Wands. Yep, can't go wrong. The Knight is a very slow-moving energy for me when I do readings. This is something that you've been dreaming of for quite a while. It's something that you've been asking for, praying for, putting out there, so to speak. A lot of you have stayed in this sort of victim type mentality. It's sort of like the doormat. It's like I don't have control. I feel like I don't have control or choice in my life, which is a lot of hogwash, because you're born with free will. It's just how other people have programmed you or treated you in the past to make you think or believe this way. Time to rise up in your power. You know what you want. It's time to go get it. The Wands to me is going to be like a rebirth of energy. I feel like I'm going to actually get excited about something. So if you're not right now, it's coming for you. It is definitely coming. You need to put in the energy work though. You really do. Like they say, time is on your side, so you have time to do this. And we will be stepping out of this between worlds into a new life. They want me to pull that up again, yeah, so don't worry. If things have been going slow, don't worry. I've got a feeling that a lot of you, yes, do it yourself. You have to do it yourself first. But I feel like on the flip side of that, I feel like a lot of you have a very strong character that's going to come into your life. I feel like there's somebody who's going to help support you in some way. Because they know more than you, Spirit is saying. They know more, they've done more, they've experienced more, they want better for other people. So just be mindful that someone's going to cross your path. I've got a feeling within the next 3 to 6 weeks, someone's going to cross your path. They are a natural born leader. They're going to cross your path and they're going to ignite something within you or give you an opportunity that you never thought you could have. I'm not sure what this is, but it's coming from an external source. So yes, Spirit will show you all the signs and synchronicities they can. So please don't think it's weird or wacky or don't allow it to scare you. You know, whatever scares us is just things that we know nothing about. You've got an early heads up to say that's what they're going to do. And it's both spirit and they're going to start putting people in your path. They're going to start putting a specific person. Yeah, it can be a male or a female. So someone's going to step in and help you cut out the bullshit in your life. So you may need to hire someone to help you start again. You may need to hire someone or ask a friend or find a connection that will help you cut through this bullshit that is in your life, whether it is cleaning up your space, You might want to get a cleaner in to help you clean your space. You may want a life coach to sort of get your momentum going and help you tap into those parts of self that you've been keeping hidden for so long. Whatever this is, I feel like it's either a female stepping in. I feel like the male is more connected to the work, the career, the opportunities. So hopefully you get both. But there's definitely a male and a female energy. That's the balance, the yin and the yang, to come in and help you in some way. Or you'll come across someone who is the person you wish you could be. So they are like an influencer, or they are someone that you can look up to, or something like that. Please know not to be jealous of these people, but to go, geez, they did it, I can do it too. They are there to inspire you. Yeah, there we go. There's the chain. This male or this female, or possibly both, are going to come into your life. They're going to inspire you toward your next best logical step, your next inspired step. You need to have a heads up about that, because too many of you are still in this burdensome negative energy, so to speak. So a lot of you are stepping up, and we're very excited for you, absolutely. So just watch your thoughts, because your thoughts become things. Here's that sun, here's that opportunity, here's that new day, here's that new life. It is there, it is waiting for you. It's sitting there going, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What are you listening to those people for? What are you being put down for? Why the lack? Learn about the law of attraction, understand that it's as real as gravity. What we put out there comes back to us. We want you to go and get this stuff. But self-care, self-love, getting a plan in place is of utmost importance, and to be aware that spirit have got your back, and they are giving you nudges, bigger, grander, more predominant than just the coins and the feathers and the synchronicity or numbers, especially if you're intuitive. So we'll get some oracles now to back this up. Yeah, we've got playtime. So if you don't know what to do, have a play. Release the resistance by playing, by joking around a little bit more. Don't take life so serious. The only reason why you feel burdened is because you're taking shit way too seriously. Just know that, if you've got a plan for your life, and if something doesn't feel good, you just don't do it. And if it feels good, you follow that path. Absolutely. And we've got protection. So you and your, like I said, I think this come up. Oh no, that might have been my morning reading. Please know that your loved ones are safe. No, actually I did get out in this reading. Please know that you are fully protected. You are fully protected. You and your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. So there must be a lot of people out there with concerns for their family, because we also got you and your loved ones are safe. So there must be a concern about families. And I think this is coming up as a mass conscious, because people are living interstate. There's so many border closures, all that sort of stuff. There are a lot of universal concerns right now about not being able to see family for Christmas and all that sort of stuff. We do have empowerment. So it is time to empower your life. Please get this going before the end of the year. Please get this going even before the end of October, because I think October 16th is when you will personally start feeling the response from the universe and start seeing things that you want to materialize in your life. Know that you're more powerful than you realize, and it's safe for you to be powerful. That's a balancing out of the masculine and feminine energy. And we did get self-employment. So if you are someone who is putting ideas and your business out there, please know that it's going to come into fruition for you. If it's not, get a business coach, get a mentor, get someone that can help you move that forward. And it doesn't matter which area of your life it's in, just do something. All right, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you there. Thank you so much. I will be back on my Facebook page on Thursday night if you want a little bit of a top-up. If not, go and check out my Facebook page. All the links are down below in my description, because I am going to be putting out a 30-day self-care challenge for us to do from October 1st. So if you want to be part of that, awesome. If not, have a wonderful week ahead. I love you all so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.